Hey guys, I am back with another video. We are going to be getting ready for the weekend today. It is Friday. I hope to have this video done and up on the exact same day. But since the weekend is coming, we're probably not going to be here much during this weekend. I plan on bringing the kids to a strawberry festival tomorrow. And then Sunday, I want to bring them to Gettysburg. Logan has been learning about it in his history books, and I figured it would be cool to kind of get hands-on with history. It is a little bit of a drive for us, but I think it'll be worth it to go on the adventure. Anyway, we're going to start with this box first because I had two boxes to open. This one is my first one and I'm excited for this. This is actually a portable pellet grill that I got off of Amazon. Looks like that. If you bought it in red, you saved $10, and it was kind of expensive, so I definitely bought it in red to save the $10. But I'm excited for this. Recently, I have been like in a funk where I haven't really been inspired to cook dinners. And you know, as a parent, you have to cook no matter if you want to or not. But I just have not wanted to cook. And so I figured having this grill and being able to cook outside, change your scenery. Hopefully the hot weather will be coming soon. Maybe I'll feel more motivated and relaxed and inspired to make new things. So I did invest in one of these. I did do a lot of research. I wanted a pellet one specifically because I'm small. We do have like a black stone griddle top. It is huge and it is heavy. There's no way I could pull it out to use it all the time. This is portable. I should be able to pick it up. I shouldn't have no problems taking it outside and grilling with it. And this is an actual grill. As much as I love our griddle, the Blackstone griddle, it's not a grill, and I don't feel like it has the same effect as a grill does. So I just wanted one for myself. Chase can have the Blackstone griddle top. He's the one who wanted it anyway, and he could cook on that. And I will cook on this pellet stove. I picked the pellet stove because of the propane tanks. They're heavy to lug out, and I don't like using charcoal. I never really got the hang of it. We did have a charcoal grill when we first moved in, and I never got the hang of that. So I picked wood pellet because it seemed easier out of all three options. We'll see if it really is though. Alright, it is not light by any means, but it's definitely doable for me to take it in and out of the garage. It wasn't that bad. I think it does have feet to put on here. So let's open it. Ooh. It is made for a family of 4. It did specifically say that. So if you have a larger family, it probably will not work for you. And I do have the wood pellets coming in the mail tomorrow for it. I bought whatever they recommended it when I bought the grill. This is awesome. I am done putting it together. It wasn't hard to put together. It was a lot of unscrewing and screwing the screws back with the certain parts on, which I had to remind myself way too many times. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, way too many times. But it is put together. The only thing is that this was in the box, this piece, and I cannot find where it should have went or where it does go. There's nothing in the instructions about that one piece. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for it and see if I can find it somewhere. Maybe ask around. There's really nothing in here, but it's put together. I think one thing I didn't realize was that this has to be plugged in, and I guess it has to be plugged in every single time you use it. So I'm interested to see how people take this camping and places like that. Do they use a generator? Do I need a generator for this? I was kind of hoping to take this other places and use it when we do go out this summer, but I'll have to read more about that and do more research about that. It does come with a digital meat thermometer, which I thought was pretty cool, and it does have latches to lock close and open. It does have a small oil drip thing. I definitely would say that it is right. This is for like a family of 4 or less. I would not buy this if you're over a family of 4 or if you're feeding more than 4 people, because it is on the portable side. It is on the small side. But I'm excited to try it once the wood pellets come. You hear the kids playing upstairs. They are playing upstairs. We still have to do one more thing for school, but it's kind of timed. I have to do it at a certain time. I cannot do it right now. The other thing that I got was actually a Bath & Body Works box. I have not gotten Bath & Body Works for a long time now. If you guys know, I used to love Bath & Body Works. I used to get those boxes all the time. But I stopped and I started getting just store brand body wash and shampoo and conditioner and all, just because it was cheaper. I decided recently to treat myself to some Bath and Body Works, and I did buy like a bag, a surprise bag thing, but that's gonna be in a different video. But in order to get that, I had to spend some money. So I did their buy 3, get 1 free. And I bought some body washes. I already opened them to smell them. This one is my favorite, this gorgeous one. It smells so good. I also did not realize, and maybe it was just me, maybe it's been like this, all these body washes are a different price. I thought they were all like $12 or $12.50. But every single one of these is a different price, and none of them are $12.50, okay? So the prices I think went up. Otherwise, I just don't remember, but I really do think they went up. Either way, this is my first top pick. This gorgeous smells so good. And then I got this pink pineapple sunrise, and it definitely smells like pineapples. If you like pineapples and you want to smell like one, this is your thing. And this was for $13.50. And then I got the saltwater breeze, which I also do think smells good. It's just my third pick. And this was for $14.50. And then I got one men's one, because really, what am I going to do with all of this body wash? I know the kids will use it, but this will last a while. So I got one men's one for Chase. In all due respect, this is the 3-in-1. It's the hair, face, and body wash. And maybe that's why it's the most expensive one that I bought. This one right here was $15.95. So every single one of these was a different price, and none of them were the price that I remember them ever being at. And they still did have to sell the buy 3 get 1 free, or the buy, what was it, or it's like buy 3 get 1 free, but then they have another one. You know what I'm talking about. Either way, I don't remember these going up in price, and I don't remember every single one being a different price. Why is every single one a different price? I could kind of see the men's one because it's hair, body, face. It's like, you know, the 3-in-1. But the rest are just shower gels. Yeah, everything else is just a shower gel. So why the difference in price there? I'm happy I did not go ahead and get any candles or hand wash. I definitely would have, but just prices are too expensive. And I've also found candles that compare at Target. None of the small candles at Target I feel like compare. None of them have a throw to me. But their bigger ones are cheaper than Bath and Body Works, and they definitely have a throw. So I have found some good dupes. I found dupes at, well, could you even call them dupes? I don't think they're dupes. It's their own thing. I've even found some good ones at Walmart before. I haven't bought any recently, but I found some good ones at Walmart too. Again, the bigger ones always give off more of a throw than the smaller ones, but they definitely give Bath and Body Works a run for their money. Either way, price up or whatever, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy them, and I know the kids will too. Alright, let's move on, because last weekend I went and I donated a trunk full of stuff. I don't even know how we got so much stuff. It was from the garage clean out and some other things. And then we came back home and there was more stuff. I try to always get everything in one trip. It's not that the donation place is far from me, but it is a process to go there. You do have to wait in line because there is always a line to drop donations off. It's a process, so I try to do it all in one shot, but I missed quite a few things yesterday. Well, not yesterday, last weekend. So we need to go around and get another donation bag going and pick up everything else. My kids went through their clothes recently and threw everything out here like I asked them to, of things that don't fit. So I know we're going to have one full bag of just clothes. Hoodie that we got her for her birthday was way too small, so she asked me to get her a bigger size, so I'm just going to do that and donate this one. I'm not going to send it back because that Warrior Cat store took over a month to get to me, so I'm not dealing with returns. I don't even know if they take returns, but I'm not dealing with returns. I'll just get her a new one when I get the time. I hope whoever gets these clothes likes them, because a lot of these are brand new. Logan doesn't like certain things on his shirts, like the vinyl, so he won't wear them, and I didn't know that until after I bought a bunch of clothes for him like a little over a year ago. So these sat brand new in his drawer. See, one full bag of clothes. This container has been working okay for our potatoes and onions. Not great, but better than the rack that we had last time that we were putting our vegetables in. So it's okay for now, but I'm still probably gonna have to figure out a better option. Because we did get a lot of sprouted potatoes. Now, fortunately, we have a garden starting outside. So these sprouted potatoes I'm going to cut, and then in the next day or two they'll dry out, and I'll just plant them somewhere in the garden. I have more containers that are empty, I have more soil, so I have room for them. So I'm just going to cut them really quick so that when probably Sunday comes, I can replant them. It's funny because I actually learned how to grow potatoes from Chase's granddad, but me and Chase grow potatoes two different ways. Both ways work, we just grow them two different ways. So since I'm planting them, I'm just going to grow them the way that I do. And that is to make sure those eyes have a little bit of space underneath, not too much potato, I mean, because it will rot, but just a little bit of potato so that roots can grow. I let them dry out, and then I just plant them in the soil as is. And I like to mound up my soil as the potatoes start to grow. I was always told, not from Chase's granddad, I don't think this, but I was always told that if you keep mounding up the dirt, then it will keep creating more potatoes. So I do that. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I do it. I hope I have enough pots. Looking at this, and not every eye will grow. Normally I have about an 85% grow rate with these, so not every eye will grow, but these are a lot of eyes. I'll show you guys the outside garden. We're not going to do anything with it today because it's still a little cold outside. Half of it is still in the garage because it is too cold at night to put them out. But the potatoes I just put outside today, and they are growing wild. All right, I'm just going to leave them on here like this. When Sunday comes around, we'll plant them and have more potatoes. Here they go. So these were the blue ones. They're not doing really well. But these are the red ones. They're doing great. These red ones are doing great. And I think that's it, just these 3 pots. And then this was watermelon, I believe, and this one is edamame beans. I'm excited to see them all grow. This pear tree produced really well this year, and it has a lot of babies on it, if you can see, like right here, but it's been too cold out and the babies have been dropping at night, so I don't know if we're going to get any pears this year. And the other 2 pear trees really didn't get fertilized in time for the flowers before the flowers died off, so I don't think we're gonna get any from those 2. And this one, I don't know, we might not. Our cherry tree this year is doing really well. Last year it did really well too, so I'm not surprised that it's doing well again. I think our peach tree had the same thing happen this year where it just got too cold and it did not get pollinated, so I do not think that any of these peaches are actually going to make it. Any of these little ones, I don't think any of them are actually going to make it this year. And here goes the rest of the garden inside Chase's dojo. I know I just cleaned it, but I did not want these plants to die, so I brought them back in. And hopefully they'll be able to go back out soon. But it was way too cold. You could tell some of these plants are way too cold still. And I'm still waiting on a bunch of plants to come in the mail that I pre-ordered. They were supposed to ship May 1st. I don't know if they seriously did or not. I didn't get no email about it, but they might have. So we're going to have a lot more plants to plant and grow. I do want to plant corn this year. I want to plant pumpkins this year. I want to plant, there was one more thing. What did I not get around to? Carrots. I want to do carrots. So we still have more to do, but I really need the weather to stay warm, get warm, and stay warm. All right, there's not much in our sink, but let's get our sink empty so that we have an empty sink. I do need to make dinner. I'm sorry you guys only see my hands. Hi. I do need to make dinner, but let's catch up on these dishes first. So when dinner comes, I don't have much more to catch up on.
Strangers again. When you said stepped into my life. Such a magic feeling when you tore down my walls. I wish I could go back to right before you told me I'd try to change it all. But look at us now, we could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again, again, again. Strangers again, again, again. We're like strangers again, again, again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Again, I thought we'd never fall. Could have tried much harder. Now all we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach the stars. But look at us now, could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again, again, again. Strangers again, again, again. We're like strangers again, again, again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again.
Just like that, the sink is done. I'm sorry for the poor lighting. I don't have any lights on right now. One thing I almost forgot to do is check our bug spray. Since we are going to Gettysburg, Chase told me we need bug spray for sure. We've actually been having a tick problem around my house. Like 2 weeks ago, we found 6 ticks that were trapped inside my house. Freaked me out. I cleaned the whole house. Either way, we haven't seen any since, but I don't want any more ticks. So if Chase is like, you should probably bring bug spray, I'm going to definitely check out the bug spray. I believe it's still good. From when we did the garage makeover, I believe I looked at the dates on these and they were good. But now I can't find the dates on these. Yeah, I don't know. That's all that's written down there. I don't feel like any of that is a date. Am I just missing it? I don't think any of that is a date. Alright, because I don't remember how long ago we got these, I'm going to put in an order really quick for more bug spray so that we have it for Sunday. Or should we just go get it? I probably should just go get it tomorrow. I'm not going to put in an order, but I will set a reminder because if I don't, I will forget. Alright, let's clean the couch up. Not that nobody else is going to sit on this for the rest of the day. People definitely are. But at least it'll look good, it'll smell good, and that'll be enough to hold us over all weekend. I don't know. That needs to be washed. Definitely smells like Hero. Hero also needs to be washed, but I plan on washing him probably early next week. I don't know. Not this weekend though, for sure. He's having some issues and it's not good to wash him often, so probably next Monday. I also need to wash the cats. I know people don't wash cats either, but I have become really allergic to our cats out of nowhere, like puffy face, closed eyes allergic. So I try to wash them often enough, but not too often because I know it's not good for cats either. Hero's treats. Obviously somebody was giving Hero treats and he didn't want them. I'm gonna put these in this dish. That pillow did not fit in, did it? I was really hoping when we bought it from Target that it was going to fit in with the couch. It really does not fit in with the couch, but everybody loves it in my family, so it's staying. But it really didn't fit in as I hoped it would have. I think next time we get a new couch, I want to go with a light couch. I don't know if I said that before, and I know people call me crazy because I have animals and kids. I mean, what's the difference? But I think I want to go with a light couch next time. Look, I still never paint the wall. I didn't paint the wall, but I will show you guys. I did start picking out colors for the bathroom. to redo the bathroom. I think I'm going more for this hyperlink. It looks darker on camera than it is in real life, but I did pick out 5 colors. I picked out those 2, which I think are my favorite. And then I picked out these 3, which I definitely don't want this one. This one's too dark for this room. This room is too tiny for it. It'd be great for an accent wall, but not this room. And I just don't like these 2 at all. This one kind of looks dirty to me, and that one I think is too dark. So I think I'm gonna go with hyperlink. I did look online, and I actually went to a designer's website. It's called Hue, H-U-E, or Claire, C-L-A-R-E. It's Claire, C-L-A-R-E. I went to their website, and they have like this whole quiz you can fill out, and it'll tell you what colors they think will look good for your project. And these were some of the colors that they picked out for my project. And I think hyperlink is what I'm gonna go for in here. More like a royal blue. I'm ready to get rid of this color, and since I need to do it anyway, I figured now would be a great time. Also, all the research I did said to go with a dark color for a small bathroom and not a light color, because I was thinking about going with a light color, but everything I read said go with a dark color. So I'll just do a dark color. I'm going to trust the experts on Google. I'm going to go with a dark color, and I think it's going to be hyperlink. When I do, though, I'm going to need a new painting for this wall. I wasn't going to hang anything up, but I think the blue needs to be broken up with something else. So I do think a trip to Target is in my future, just not right now. Sorry, I got distracted. I need to finish the couch. But I was super excited about some of those paint colors because I never thought I would be painting anything in my house like a royal blue, but I do love it. I do. I'm going to spray the couch down with some microban. Nobody's going to be on it for a few hours, so it'll dry, but this is what I'm going to spray it down with. And we're going to get a Lysol wipe and wipe down the remote, so that'll dry by the time anybody sits on here too. And this rag is pretty much dry. It's still wet enough to disinfect it, but it's not soaking wet. I have broken a remote doing that before with Lysol wipes when they are way too wet, but this isn't soaking wet, so I think it'll be fine. I'm gonna put it away and that'll be done. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna do all this work, and I'm sure I'll do more work off camera, and then I'm not gonna wanna cook dinner tonight because I'm not gonna wanna mess anything up. That is a terrible habit that I have, is cleaning too early and then not wanting to mess it up. So I don't want to make dinner. I have no desire to make dinner. All right, so I had to finish up school with Logan. He is done. And I was doing a different video on how we keep memories, being a minimalist family, like sentimental stuff. And I'm done with that video, but like I still have to finish this bin. I was organizing everything into this file folder because there's just a lot of stuff that has been thrown in here. This is me and Chase's bin. Our kids have their own bin. There's just a lot of papers that have been thrown in here, and I'm tired of looking through this bin when I need something or I just want to look at something and seeing all these papers. So I've been organizing them, but this is going to take more time than I would like for one day. So I don't think I'm going to be able to go through it in one day. This might have to wait. But for right now, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to time myself and give myself another half an hour to finish this, and then move on to another project, because the rest of the house is not going to get put together for this weekend if I start going through this. I'm sure you guys know when you start going through like sentimental stuff, it's easy to just kind of fall into that whole world, and hours can pass before you realize that you barely did anything and you're still looking at pictures from when your kids were babies, or you were a teenager, or you were a baby. So I'm going to give myself a little bit more time, and that's something I highly recommend to you guys, is if you're getting into a project where you know you're going to be, you might like get lost in that world, time yourself, and when that time is done, just leave it, move on, because you can spend a lot of time doing little things. I ended up getting a bag of trash from that memory bin. Chase put in some salmon for dinner. I put on some rice. So we're gonna have rice and salmon for dinner. And then I'm gonna make a really quick tiramisu for dessert. It does say this tiramisu should sit in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 hours. I'm just gonna throw it in my freezer. I never had a problem doing that before. Actually, we might not have dessert for 3 to 4 hours, so it might be fine in the fridge. Either way, we're gonna make a quick tiramisu. I've used this recipe before. I'll link it down below. It has, at the time that I printed it, it has 4.95 stars out of 774 votes. So it's really good. It says it takes 10 minutes. I don't even think it takes 10 minutes to do. So we're gonna start out by adding 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream to this bowl. This bowl might not have been the right bowl to do this with, but it was the first one I found. I think I need to invest in better bowls. Oh, you guys can't see. All you're seeing is my face. I think I need to invest in different bowls because these porcelain ones aren't holding up anymore. They're pretty old anyway. I think they're Pioneer Woman. So we added the heavy whipping cream, and now we're gonna beat it with a stand mixer. Just gonna use my actual stand mixer bowl because I feel like I'm gonna chip this red bowl and then it's just gonna mess everything up because this is the only heavy whipping cream I had. I had no more heavy whipping cream in my fridge. So if I mess it up, then there's gonna be no tiramisu. Okay, now we have to add the sugar and vanilla. I don't know how I don't memorize this recipe by now. 1/3 cup of sugar. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I never measure my vanilla extract. I feel like that's a teaspoon. And now we're going to combine again until stiff peaks form. Okay, I would definitely say that that's stiff peaks. I need to get a spoon or something. Alright, now we're going to add the mascarpone cheese. We need 8 ounces, which is one of these whole containers. And then we need to mix it. You know what? I'm going to use my rice spoon because I was trying to find a rice spoon for the rice that I'm making. And I couldn't find it, and I end up using a spatula. So we're going to be opposite today. We're going to add the mascarpone cheese and mix until it's just combined. It looks so good. I love tiramisu. And tiramisu, at least around me, is really expensive to get at restaurants and all. So I'm happy that I figured out how to make my own because it's a favorite here and it's way cheaper to make it yourself. Okay, so there goes our mascarpone mixture. Now we're going to make some espresso to dip our ladyfingers in. We need 1.5 cups of cold espresso. I always use this instant espresso powder. It's the only one I can ever really find, but this is the one that they recommend it to make tiramisu. So it's 6 tablespoons for 1.5 cups. So we need 6 tablespoons and 1.5 cups of really cold water. Put our water in a tray because it's easier to dip the ladyfingers in if we do it that way. I'm not sure if we have 6 tablespoons left because I did use this to make espresso brownies not too long ago. But we'll work with what we have. It'll be fine either way, as long as we have close to that amount. Alexa, add espresso powder to the shopping list.
Espresso powder added.
It looks like we're going to come up on just 6. Yep. We have just enough to do this. 6 tablespoons of espresso powder, 1.5 cups of, oh, it says hot water. On that recipe, I think it says cold water though. I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, it says quickly dip the ladyfingers in, don't soak them. Dip them on both sides till they're wet and lay in a single layer on an 8x8 size pan. I forgot to mix it, so I'm just going to quickly mix it. I don't know how I missed that step. Alright, we're going to dip them in both sides. It just says a quick dip. And lay them down. If you see some chunks in there, that's because I already dipped one, and then I was like, I didn't mix it. I had to mix it. That was silly of me. And if you know ladyfingers, you know that they become soft really quick. Now we're going to add half of this mixture on top, and then we're going to do the same thing again for the second round. I see a giant clump of espresso powder. I'm going to have to get that before I dip the next ones. Okay, as long as it's leveled and everything has this cheese mixture on it, I think we'll be all right. Now we're going to do another layer of ladyfingers on there. Let me mix that espresso powder I've been looking at. We're going to do another layer of the espresso dipped ladyfingers right on top. Which way did I go? I tried to go the opposite way that I did the first layer. I think that's what you're supposed to do. This recipe doesn't call for that, but I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do, is go the opposite way. So you use almost the whole pack of ladyfingers. I lost one earlier when I forgot to mix it before I put anything in, but I have one more left and this piece left, and that's it. Okay, now that we did that, we're going to add the remaining layer of the mascarpone cheese mixture on top and smooth that out. Okay, now that we're done with the mascarpone, we are going to dust cocoa powder, generously it says, over the top using a fine mesh strainer. Love the way cocoa powder smells. I am going to use this, which is used for like ramen, because that's all that I have. But I think it works. Fine mesh strainer, same thing, same difference. There might be a lot directly in the middle, but my kids aren't going to complain. Okay, and that is it. You put it in the fridge for 3 to 4 hours. I tend to put it in my freezer if we're going to have it sooner than that, and it comes out just fine. Put it in your fridge, 3 to 4 hours, and you got tiramisu. Way cheaper, way easier than I ever thought it was going to be. Okay, now that dinner is in, and the tiramisu is in the fridge, I covered it, put it in the fridge. Let's turn some music on and just quickly clean up around here. Stop talking because I know I talk a lot. Let's turn on some music, clean up around here, and get things done so the weekend could come and we could just relax.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like. About you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like. About you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you, something about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, leaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's
is real.
That's the end of our Friday night getting ready for the weekend. After we ate dinner and had dessert, we actually went to the park and let the kids play for what feels like hours. I can't believe we got home at 8 o'clock. And then when we got home, I vacuumed and mopped. I put in another load of dishes, and that is it. But our home does feel ready for the weekend. It feels like it's going to be easier to go through this busy weekend. I won't have to worry about certain things. So I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna go edit this video and hopefully have it up for you guys. And I hope that you guys clean to this video. I hope it gives you some motivation to clean. If it doesn't, I just hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So I'm gonna go. Everybody's watching a Spider-Man movie. That's why I came out here actually, so I didn't disrupt their Spider-Man movie. Is that the phone light shine off my glasses? Anyway, I'm gonna go in there and watch Spider-Man movie with them and edit this video. I hope that you guys have a great weekend, a great morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you are watching this video. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.